check real quick on the laptop. Oh crap. So what have you two been up to today?
You know what I've been up to, you son of a gun.
Yes, I'm not necessarily sure how I should summarize my day.
Oh god, what did you do?
Not necessarily family-friendly
Did you get laid?
explanation here.
He's been putting all of those pictures that he's got of him nude in his windows so that people that pass by during this virus can't report him and get him arrested.
You say this, but I do have a certain picture of him. It's quite infamous in our friend group.
I should never have sent that.
Well, you're the one who took it and then sent it to the group, so...
I know.
Very good.
And I've been regretting it ever since.
And it has been in my special folder ever since.
Very good.
Heel goed.
Very good.
But can you explain it in child-friendly terms what you did today? Aside from having a wank.
That's goes without saying, bro.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much also the summary of today.
Very good.
How many wanks did you have then?
7. Oh, you're talking to him. Oh, never mind.
7, that's child's play, man. 7 in an hour, now we're talking.
What am I saying? Like, well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's my personal best, but you know.
7 on a day.
Yeah.
Beginner.
Fucking virgins. I swear to God. The moment any of you two get a girl is the moment I feel sorry for that girl.
Well, I'm working on it.
I'm not.
I'm working on it. I can't say I'll be successful, but I'm working on it.
Well, I wish you both the best of luck in this endeavor in love.
Well,
I'm not actively pursuing it, so...
Well, I would suppose it's all a matter really about how strong the bonds are that you tie her up in. So that's like how you measure success, really.
Well, old man, you're far out of your age demographic. You need to go like to the 40+ dating sites. You can't be browsing Tinder with that dick pic, mate.
I mean,
saying 40+. People at school are saying, "I've seen World War II."
Well, I didn't want to say. I was going to say, could you tell me about the war? Any of them? Just pick one.
Some even joked about me seeing the 100 Years' War, which isn't 100 years, but that's beside the point.
Well, you know.
It's because you look like you're 100.
Right? Ironically, the Netherlands was never in the 100 Years' War.
100 Years' War, I would not be 100. I would be slightly
thousands.
I mean,
you'd be over 1,000 years old.
I mean, you haven't seen the man in real life, but you will meet him when you come to the Netherlands. But you believe yourself if you say he's 1,000 years old. He's an ancient relic from lost times.
Well, I didn't think that he's from the 100 Years' War. I thought he literally was around when dinosaurs was roaming the world.
Yeah, he was the one that invented the Unga Bunga.
Yeah.
The Unga Bunga and the Wunga Wunga.
He was a proud chief and at some point.
He was the chief of an old Indian tribe.
Well, of course.
I'm not going to admit it nor deny it.
Very good. That's always the safest bet.
That's all the proof we need. We got him, boys.
It's probably the safest way of commenting.
So you seen any good porn lately?
Just everything.
What, everything? You've seen every page?
Well, almost every. I mean, there's some shit that will give you nightmares, but most of it's good. Like, so I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's some shit that will, like, you will not be able to sleep for at least a few years.
I thought you were gonna say you're not gonna be able to walk after.
Oh no, there is that too.
I mean, nothing wrong with that, is there?
Well, it depends.
So where do you watch it? On YouTube?
Who watches porn on YouTube? That's like what you do when you're 12 and you can't actually go on porn. It's a bit upsetting, like, because parental guidance and all this bullshit.
Yup.
Which we all know that by the age of 13, not only have you seen porn, but you've probably discovered that your penis is not just for pissing.
Yeah, but what if you're female?
Well, then you've probably been scarred for the rest of your life, realizing that, guys your age have already, been beating their meat to the sound of defeat for the last year and a half.
Beating their meat to the sound of defeat? What?
It's pretty much how it goes. Because they ain't ever getting pussy, because they're all a bunch of fucking freaks at that age.
Bunch of nerds.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Heel goed.
Heel goed.
You certainly are a special type of person, aren't you?
Well, I won't go that far. I believe the term is mentally retarded. But,
Yeah, but that's all technical terms.
Yeah, of course.
We don't go that far here.
I'm so bored.
Well, on the good days, maybe, but not today.
Very good.
So how's that ship that you've been building?
What the hell have you been building?
The old man's been building some giant battleship.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, that's in a game that's currently in alpha. Well, I've not been building one. I've been building I don't know how many. They all turn out similar, though. They tend to have a lot of guns. I don't know why.
That's all they are. They're just one ship with like 1,000,000 guns.
Well, I do feel like if you went into a naval situation with a ship that doesn't have guns and it's called a battleship, it's not going to be doing a lot of battling. It's going to do a lot of sinking. So
sinking ship.
So it's going to be basically a sinking ship at that point.
Well, technically speaking, I mean, if you build it sturdy enough with a proper ram on it.
Yeah, you can just throw rocks at them and then ram them if all else fails. I suppose that might work. I'm only British. Our country's only had an empire for 500 years odd that lasted, and it was pretty much built on a navy. But what would I know about ships? Never mind.
So you're insinuating that you know a lot about boats?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would argue that we're about as useful as pretty much a landlocked nation at this point in terms of navies. I mean, it's not terrible, but it ain't the best anymore.
So when
your colony has beaten you to the pulp in that regard.
Yeah, but to be fair though, we also beat them in the brain cell regard, because they're all thick as dog shit, and that's why they're probably going to have a civil war in the next 6 months because they want to go back to work. So it's all good.
Please explain it to an idiot like me. What are you talking about?
The Americans are all kicking off, in certain areas that they want to go back to work because Trump put a chemical in the water that turned the frogs gay and everyone else is a communist.
What?
It's pretty much what you hear on the news every day about
the
Americans
chemicals, I wasn't aware of that Trump was the origin of it, but...
Well, he did fucking orangutan, everyone knows that's a fact. Or did his mother fucking orangutan, I don't know. It's all the communist, propaganda we get over here in Britain.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Exactly. Well, this is the kind of shit though that Americans do actually say, and it's quite funny. Not that all Americans are thick as shit. It's just like
I
vast
recently heard a
majority of them.
joke that Trump told something about like if you inject disinfectant into yourself, you can get rid of COVID.
Well, I hope he does, because that would at least prove that
that is unsurprisingly taken out of context. I've seen the full clip, and what he suggested
taken out of context.
was.
Don't do what Americans do. Don't do what Americans do now, which is cover up him saying some stupid ass shit by saying that he didn't mean what he said, or he said it under a different context. He's just a retard who chats shit like some pisshead down the road.
First and foremost, it wasn't a definitive statement. I'm gonna have to say that.
I'm gonna literally draw up the quote now and like get the actual clip if you really want me to. If we're gonna go down this road of talking about whether or not Trump's a retard, which I would argue that by this, we've got enough evidence now to very much suggest that he's thick as dog shit when it comes to running a country.
At least I am a smart person, a smart boy.
When it comes to running a country, he's thick as dog shit. But I suppose when you get $1 million loan, any retard with a bit of money can probably, make money.
Yeah, you just got a small loan of $1 million. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, pretty confident you go to any business, or any bank trying to get a loan for $1 million as a startup company. I don't think you'll get very far. But, good luck, I suppose.
Why are we talking about politics? You know that is a very dangerous subject to talk about on a live stream. Don't
I think of it like this: I'm not being paid to give my commentary, so quite frankly, I don't give a fuck if you get. I don't.
But what if I paid you?
Well, if you pay me, then that's a different story. But currently, I'm not being paid, therefore, fuck you.
Just wait till I get the big Twitch monies.
It's good enough reason.
Are you two teaming up on me? Now?
Old man was literally. He was almost about to say amen at the end of that. Who gives a fuck what we say? We ain't being paid.
Well, it might not necessarily be payment. When this whole shit is over with the virus, I mean, I'm gonna have somebody visit me again.
Who?
Probably.
Yeah, we're gonna get shit faced when the virus is over. That's gonna be a thing. We should stream that, us getting shit faced.
Yeah, well.
Like for every follower we take like a double shot. I'm not setting up the
equipment to stream it. That's for sure.
I'm just using my laptop and stream from the webcam.
Oh boy.
I'm all about that low quality shit. Why do you think I'm using this laggy laptop to run an emulator which should run at 100% with lags? Because I don't have anything better yet, but I'm waiting for the big Twitch monies.
Actually, I've got an idea for America. If they do ever end up in a war with China, they don't need guns or bombs. They can just throw Trump's ego at them, and that'd be a good idea. What do you think? Basically, just roll it up into a ball and just roll it at them. Like a bowling ball, it would just kill them all. Could literally trample nations into dust.
The Americans are fucked either way. Next election, they are either gonna have to vote for a senile guy, or
I'll give them my dog, and that can be president if they're really struggling. I mean, it probably meant more competent, conversation than Trump does. Trump just comes out and says the most outrageously retarded comment, and then goes back into his ivory tower, and then doesn't say anything for 6 weeks, and then comes back out again and goes, "By the way, the frogs are now gay, and it's the communist China's fault." So it's just pretty much what he's like. He just comes out and says some absolute bollocks that's not even true. He's just crazy.
Sometimes you need it.
True, but I've also got the assumption that, I don't know. I just hope he injects himself with bleach and he dies.
But he is a great man, though.
Well, I won't go that far. That's like saying Hitler was a great man. I mean, he did a lot for Germany, but I'm pretty confident no one else liked him, apart from the Germans at one point.
Are you talking shit about
And
Daddy
not
Trump?
even all Germans.
Talking lots of shit about everyone. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
I mean,
very
at
true.
least. Yeah.
That being said, Chamberlain's idea of appeasement wasn't a brilliant idea.
Yeah, but also I would also argue that it is true that his policy of appeasement wasn't good, but then I would also argue that it took France about 4 minutes to capitulate. The Netherlands and Belgium capitulated within about 2 seconds. Denmark capitulated, and then we had to fight a war for 2 years on our own until the Americans went, "Oh, maybe we should help. Maybe we should help."
No.
Europe's just been decimated, and
By the way, guys, if you like this content, follow for more.
Maybe we should just,
like,
have a
favorite,
mosey on it and see what we can do.
Let's follow on Twitter.
No, they were surprised attacked.
Yeah.
In a world war that has been raging for 2 years.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you getting surprised?
Honestly, they are. That's what I don't get. But then Americans are like, yeah, we kicked their ass on our own, and if it wasn't for us, you guys would be fucking fucked. If it weren't for us, you'd be fucked because you'd be fighting against the whole of Europe, and not just like the West, Eastern Europe too. All of us would have been fucking America in the asshole.
Pretty much.
Under the occupation of the Reich, so they can suck a dick.
Remember, if you like this content, please follow Lamau.
Bunch of Yankee Doodle popcorn chicken eating motherfuckers.
Somebody made a clip of something. What?
I hope so.
Why?
I don't know. A clip was made. I can see that one clip has been created. I don't know of what. I don't know why. I can only check that after the stream.
I hope it's just either one of us going into a full-on rant. Mainly me, because I think I'm the only one that's
probably you talking shit about Daddy Trump.
I feel like it's just my job in life to just bitch about everything. It's pretty much the British way. I think
and that's why you're my co-host.
You're not really British.
Ah, shit, I'm out of moves, so I'm not winning this fight.
You're kind of... that situation is kind of questionable you're now in.
What?
Yeah, I'm not winning this. I already know so, because I'm out of low kicks.
I'm not... Oh, I've only just realised that you're not talking about anything relevant to what I was, so I'm just gonna mosey on away.
You're going?
I'm not going. I'm just gonna quietly shout the odd occasional slur and upset everyone.
Okay, as long as you're staying, I'm fine with it.
I'm gonna do the British. Remain quiet until someone says something, and then shout some, horrible insult, and then just go quiet again. Fine.
Very good.
Mhm.
That is an option.
We're dead. We have to redo the dungeon. Well, it's a good way to grind for experience, I guess. I still don't know why this guy is named Pepsidon. Why Steven named him like that.
No.
So, old man, have you ever played any of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games?
Back in the day, yeah. But that's a long ass time ago.
So you played this one, Red or Blue Mystery Team? Because this one was the first one released.
Not sure which one it was.
Or did you play Explorers of Darkness and Sky and Time?
Probably. Man, my memory isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, that's exactly why you're an old man. Jeez. I love how you two went into that whole fucking tirade. What? Like, I don't know shit about the war and crap like that, but you two both do, and you're very passionate about it.
Oh yeah, but if we can make fun about one faction, it's probably the Italians.
What? Because they fucking flip-flopped again, like they did in World War One, where they went, "Oh, we're not against you." We totally are. And then just flipped and fucked over the Germans again. I mean, if anyone deserves to be bombed like Fukushima, it's the Italians. It's pretty much can't believe it. Not only that, they were fucking useless in World War Two. It was laughable. It's like if Britain had started the empire by literally invading Wales, and then the Welsh just kicked the shit out of us, or stop us even taking over a single area because they were fucking useless. It took Ethiopia, but I would argue at that point in time, what Western European nation could not beat Ethiopia in a war? It's like
Luxembourg.
Well, that's because Luxembourg's basically. Yeah, it's because Luxembourg's basically a fucking factory. It's not even big enough to be really called a country. It's like Belgium. It's just a big chocolate factory. That's what Belgium is.
Oh,
it's not even a country.
Belgium
really.
is a confused mess. Half of it is Dutch, half of it is French.
I know, and that's what disgusts me. Make it all Dutch, and I'll be happy.
No, we don't want the French.
Well, I'm saying you can make them all speak Dutch, and then happy days. But don't ever let the French.
No, we only want the northern part of Belgium.
Yeah.
The eastern part, Germany can have, because they speak German, so might as well.
Yeah, but the northern part of Belgium is just a swamp.
Job done.
It's part of the swamp.
It's like the only part of Belgium that you technically have in common with because they speak Dutch is basically a swamp.
What are you doing in me swamp?
Yep. That's pretty much how it goes.
Oh yeah, old man, by the way, Steven calls us Dutch people swamp Nazis. Or swamp Germans.
Well, they are. They're basically Germans who know some English that live in a swamp.
Yeah, we got lost on the way back.
I mean, I believe that at some point in the 1500s they did.
I wouldn't necessarily put it like that, because we look at the North Sea and what we is not water, but free real estate.
Dare you to try, buddy. Many have come, few have ever conquered.
Jeez,
you can't really conquer water itself.
Well,
unless you put dams around it, in which case, yeah, fine, fair enough. That's our way of doing shit.
I suppose so. I mean, your policy nowadays is just to build a beach if you don't have one.
Is this true?
It's true.
Literally, I think. How much was it that you guys fucking took from Dubai or somewhere? You paid for shit tons of sand to be brought. But literally, you bought sand from an Arab. How funny! It's there's literally there's jokes about that, and you guys are we actually will offer you money for. It's you can have some of the British sand if you want. It's just
too much of the stuff. We need more.
Too much of the stuff. Bit of an understatement.
Maybe we could cool that area down if we buy just all of the sand.
Oh my god. Maybe if you buy all of this sand, it will actually be in a decent place to live. and people might not consider the Middle East to be, as Trump has repeatedly said to other places, a shithole. Although I would argue that a lot of the Middle East is a shithole. So not gonna lie. I mean, I would be careful about insulting them, but frankly, I don't give a fuck. Oh.
What's the worst that could happen?
They could throw their sandals at me, I suppose. Yeah, they could throw their flip-flops.
And if they're really pissed at you, they're gonna commit suicide. Try to take you with them.
I suppose that's one way to lose a war. They're just following, Papa Hitler. He committed suicide. They commit suicide. It's where to go.
Yeah, and the virgins they're supposed to be getting are just 72 guys, just like themselves.
So that's what upsets me. Is like I would have so joined the jihad if it wasn't like 72 like virgins, but 72 whores. That'd be better. Because then at least experience.
Yeah, that's also opinion about virgins. You have to teach them.
Exactly. It's upsetting.
It's
And not only that,
work.
they might be really ugly. It says nothing about what they look like. It's just you can end up with some. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the most attractive guy, but honestly, like you could end up with some proper wreck. So it's just a bit.
They don't even specify which gender, which is even more.
Exactly. Technically, I mean, yeah.
They could all be men.
They could just be all men. I mean, it's true. It very easily could.
So, old man, are you one of the 72 virgins then?
No. Still alive and not in heaven, or the equivalent of.
I mean, are you sure you will go there?
Well, for a small push of a button,
no,
you can
they
find
don't
out.
want me. I'm going straight to the burn place.
Especially with the sins you've committed today.
Very good.
Heel goed.
I haven't necessarily done anything too bad today.
You had a wank, and that's like against Jesus.
Well, if that's the criteria, I'm royally fucked.
I would argue that every single man on the planet is fucked, including Jesus himself. It's like, cause
are you saying that Jesus Christ had a wank?
Well, I'm pretty confident if he didn't have sex, which he doesn't say he had sex, so I'm pretty confident that guy be beating the meat all the time.
I mean, he had to deal with his morning wood one way.
Well, of course. And there's only so long you can beat it with a stick before you realise it ain't going away.
Jesus. What the hell's wrong with you two?
Well, I'm definitely gonna. I hope, I think that we'll know that we've made it on Twitch when we get death threats. I think that's when you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the minute that you get a death threat that says I'm gonna come to your house and fucking murder your entire family, that's when you know you fucking made it.
That's the moment I start cheering.
Yeah. That's the moment that you go out and buy some fucking beer and you celebrate. That's the second.
Yeah, well, I would go for whiskey instead of beer, but currently the German border is closed, so cheap alcohol is not really a thing at the moment.
Well, that's upsetting.
Yeah, I know.
Well, why can't you just get like some, Dutch beer? Surely that is good.
Nah, I'm not a fan of beer in its entirety. So strong alcohol is it for me immediately, and that's expensive here. So.
Well, I suppose you could always drink piss. I mean, if you run out of water. Just saying.
Yeah, but coffee will do.
I suppose so. I suppose.
What the hell are you two talking about?
We're bonding, shut up. We're talking about the good old days.
Out of moves again.
I mean, when you come to the Netherlands, you will meet him. Because I'm going to introduce you to all of my friends.
Yay. I look forward to this.
I'm just using the Twitch thing to introduce you to each one of them. Except the silent one, which probably won't make a good co-host on Twitch. Because he won't say shit. When you two get together, all you will be talking about is either politics or war, isn't it?
I mean, what else is there to talk about apart from that? Pussy and beer. I mean,
why did I bring you two together?
That's the 4 topics of discussion.
That's also the easy ones, you know.
Because we can those things that we'll all agree on. We all agree that France sucks ass. Politics. Well, we all agree that Hitler did right by invading France, and we all agree that beer and pussy are good. Don't know what else there is to talk about.
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I won't question this.
I mean, currently the French national flag is on the moon.
What?
Well, it's probably. I mean, my only problem with that as a Brit is that it's not far enough.
It's not far away.
Yeah, but it's a complete white flag.
It's like the moon is still at our back door technically, so we'd prefer it to be a lot further away, preferably to the point where it's like got into the sun. That'd be good. Well, I wouldn't say hate.
Sort of dislike.
It's more like despise at this point. It's not so much hate. It's just
It's
we
hate, but
really
more classy.
fundamentally don't like them, but we don't hate them. I mean, apart from their language, the underarm hair, their culture, and the fact that they're French, we would probably get along quite a lot.
So, apart from everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Apart from almost every single aspect of their entire being, we would get along.
Jeez Louise.
I mean, I have yet to find a French person that is happy to speak English in France. I mean, they're the only European country that's like super weird about it.
Yeah, you have to basically curse them in every single European language before they actually consider English.
I mean, well, you know, they do suck a bit of
if you're gonna have to threaten them in Polish to get them to speak English, you know you fucked up.
To be fair, though, they're kind of like the only country that we're happy for them to not speak English, because if you've ever heard a French person speak English, they sound atrocious. They absolutely butcher our language.
Well, I know one particular Dutchman that I would rather not hear speaking English.
Who is this?
Football coach.
Do I know this person?
Probably.
Louis van Gaal.
Oh, it's one of them football boys. I don't watch football.
Yeah.
No, I don't really watch football even though like it's
You're
probably
a Brit.
sin.
What the fuck? What the hell?
Yeah, well, football's for pussies. It's just a bunch of faggots that run around a field kicking a ball into a goal. And they get paid like retarded money. It's just, I'd literally rather like paint a wall and watch it dry.
We should stream that.
In fact, I'd actually prefer it if, like, halfway through, any football player that, like, fakes an injury just, like, has to actually, like, take a full-on, like, rugby tackle and, like, then gets punched in the face a few times and then they can literally be sent off because they're injured. I think if they're caught out, they should be actually injured. It's deliberately, like, they should actually be physically hurt for faking an injury.
Yeah.
Man, you're hardcore.
It made me watch it more because all of them fake their injuries.
I mean, that's why I watch ice hockey, because then they literally punch the crap out of each other.
Yeah, I like ice hockey.
And that's why I watch Formula 1 for the crashes.
Yeah.
Oh, you sadistic motherfucker.
Although what happened in what was it? Spa-Francorchamps last year. Well, that went a little too far.
You're speaking moon language to me.
Prefer them to live.
I don't understand what he's talking about either.
There was a racing driver that got T-boned and got killed.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, well...
I didn't hear what you said. All I heard was T-boned and then something.
Yeah, it was a T-bone crash at full speed, so the person died.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yeah,
that's not very good.
Yeah,
no, it's not very good. I retract
I like crashes, but
statement.
that's just going a little too far, even for my take.
You are one sadistic motherfucker.
I know.
You enjoy the dirty things.
No.
Oh, not just the dirty things.
That's how a French person laughs. Am I funny now?
Well, I don't think it'll ever be that, but I suppose you can attempt.
Why do you people do this to me?
Because it's fun.
Everyone loves to bully me for some reason.
Well, it's just the natural order of things, I'm afraid.
Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
This is some bullshit.
Well, you know what the price is, so I'm not gonna repeat it on stream.
I would argue that there's not enough money on this planet, nor any other planet in existence, to pay me to have sex with fucking Yari. In fact, I'd rather cut my own cock off and sell it on eBay than go there. It's just ugh.
Where do you even imagine that stuff? Am I that irresistible?
Sorry, that's just my gag reflex, having the image of having sex with Yari.
You know you love it.
I just want to fucking be sick. Ugh. Ugh.
You're almost acting like it's like I'm the cause of it.
Well, I'm not gonna say you're not.
If the shoe fits.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have very big feet.
And ironically, a very small penis.
I mean, that's true.
Joking.
I have yet to be able to confirm that.
Thank God, I don't know.
Is it something you
I
want
like to keep it that way.
Is it something you want to know, though?
Not really.
Jeez. I went from great guy to small penis man.
It can always get worse.
What'd you talk? Yeah, I could be an IT master. That's a secret reference.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Why is Steve so quiet?
Haven't gotten the faintest clue.
Is he having war flashbacks again?
I mean, he thought he would have backup from the French, which, let's be real.
What?
I mean, you've been in the wars. You've seen shit.
Well, his war lasted 25 seconds, but it was a good war. Well, it did.
Yeah, the tug of war with himself.
It's pretty much him running up a hill, finding the entire German army there, and going, right, well, we tried our best.
Right, lads, we tried.
It's pretty much what happened. It's pretty much the same story as France, though, so don't take too much to heart, you know.
So mistaken out of context.
Yep.
Jeez Louise. You two certainly match together well.
Throw Joey in the mix and it's gonna be even worse.
Oh hell no, I don't even want to imagine that.
Challenge accepted.
Well, you've met him already.
Oh yeah, I have.
It's our kitchen boy, or crow.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Steal Your Girl live from your mom's basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been stealing a lot.
You'd be stealing a lot of what? You cut out for a second.
He's been stealing a lot.
A lot of
and
what?
I'm saying nothing more.
Jeez, a lot of hearts.
Not just that. That's for him.
Kidneys.
I'm sorry, I've decided that I don't speak English anymore.
What's the language
What
now?
the fuck? decided not to speak. What the hell is that kind of statement made? That's totally a Steve line. What the hell? I've decided I'm not speaking English anymore. Jeez.
Oh well.
Ah, crap, I'm getting paralyzed.
You shouldn't be getting paralyzed.
I told him not to eat those mushrooms.
I mean, it was a mushroom that paralyzed me, so yes, that's very true.
Stay away from the shrooms.
Yep.
This has been a public service announcement.
It ain't healthy.
This is your brain. This is your brain on shrooms. Oh crap, I'm getting
I
paralyzed.
like how he says this is retard. Jesus Christ.
This is what?
Shut your fucking pie hole.
Hey, be gentle.
That's a first. It's the first time anyone's ever asked me to do that, but okay. Suppose I'm flexible.
I mean, you gotta be.
We just turn this
I
chat
thought you
100.
liked it, Rob.
We just turn this 100% gay, didn't we? In the space of 2 seconds. That's quite funny.
But that's your special ability.
And this is officially how you turn a stream 150% gay in 2.7 seconds.
2.7?
Mm-hmm.
Taking quite your time, aren't you?
Well, you gotta ease into it, buddy.
You can't just force it all in at once.
Nope, you can't just stick it all in at once. You gotta work your way in there.
Jesus, can we stop with the fucking innuendos?
I'm not sure if we can.
No.
Innuendo.
Oh.
Nice timing with the Jesus Christ, is that what we divulged to? How can people not like this quality content?
I want them to make a new series that's a bit like Naked and Afraid, but it's called Thick and Afraid, and it's just a bunch of degenerate idiots just locked in the middle of nowhere, just sent into the middle of like some desolate place, and they've just got to survive with no knowledge, no nothing, and they're probably going to die. Just to see how
I mean, if they die, then they cannot send it on television.
Well, I don't see why not.
Because society is a thing, Steve.
I mean, not being funny, but we're happy to stream films about the fucking Holocaust, but yet we can't watch someone die on TV. I just don't get it. I mean, they signed up for it.
Yeah, but they still have to sign the contract, and if they read that they're gonna die, they're not doing it.
Well, I would. But only if certain criteria is met.
And which are certain criteria?
That I get to die on telly while having a shotgun blow my cock off. That's the way I want to go. Either that, you know. Because I want to just think, obviously I won't benefit from it, but just think about how many likes this guy on YouTube's going to get from fucking, putting that in a video.
And yeah, thanks for the likes,
mate.
He's
going to get so many subscribers.
So you would sacrifice yourself for my like? For my like?
Fuck you. I'm going to make sure that the fucker's already being streamed live.
Why do you do these things? I mean, Didi was gonna take cyanide pills live on stream.
Well, if she does, make sure that I'm present.
Why, you want to watch Dee Dee die?
Well, I mean, I've got nothing else to watch, and we're under lockdown, so I suppose.
Jeez.
Any content is better than none.
Sounds like perfect charity to me.
I'm gonna tell Dee Dee about that you want to watch her die.
I don't want to, but I'm saying if she's offering.
Yeah. I mean, if it's gonna happen anyway, might as well watch.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think it is.
He didn't. He had nothing to do with it. Sorry.
Very good.
Heel goed.
Elite.
You guys worry me sometimes, I swear.
Yardy, what do you?
I'm currently fighting this guy and hope I can win within this turn or else I will die.
Elite.
Do I have a blast seed? I do.
Elite.
Fuck yeah, I won! I blew him up with a seed.
That's not good.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's not good?
Yeah. Okay, I've seen it.
You want me to die, Steve?
Well, I don't necessarily want you to live, but I'm not going to say I want you to die, because I'm pretty sure that's a court case, in the making.
You just want...
Depends. If it's in England, probably. If it's in the Netherlands, not so much. Actually.
All right, well, I'm moving there immediately.
I swear to God.
I am semi-positive he's not listening.
No, because he's too busy listening to Steve.
I'm too busy watching porn, I'm sorry.
Don't make me laugh when I'm taking a drink. I could spill on the laptop and it will kill the stream.
I'm watching the whole movie of Shrek 1 on Pornhub.
Good
It'll
shit.
blow your mind. And your penis.
Crap,
Is it
what's
the
with my nose?
uncensored version?
Crap. Just milk went through my nose, damn it.
Yeah, something else that's white is supposed to go through your nose. Not milk.
Because this motherfucker made me laugh while I'm taking this drink.
You shouldn't be drinking milk on.
Thank God. Oh my God. This hurts.
That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Well, I hate to tell you, but World War II already happened.
Yeah.
Don't know what rock you've been living under.
That ceasefire didn't last long after the first one.
Well, we thought we had one, we might as well have another. It's a bit like a bonfire. You've got to have at least two.
You gotta give the Germans credit for something. They at least tried twice. I mean,
Yeah, and they almost succeeded. Almost.
If it wasn't for
you
those
could
damn
almost say they're
Americans.
trying it a third time, but this time diplomatically.
So, should we be afraid of Angela Merkel?
No, she is one sexy woman. Whoa.
No comment.
I mean, I'm not lying. I mean, Theresa May, I would have traded her for Angela Merkel. Me, ooh. I'm confident she was born on the east side of Berlin. Oh. She's got that fucking commie blood. Oh.
Jesus Christ, what the hell?
Yep.
Why do you say these things?
Well, because it's all true.
It would kind of make sense. I mean, where are the billionaires all getting their women from?
It could be like Trump and just fuck your daughter.
What? What the hell are you talking about, Willis?
Well,
Daddy
I
Trump.
haven't heard that particular one yet, but care to elaborate?
Well, I thought it was like a common thing that Trump's really likes a daughter, or did I make the wrong joke?
First time I've heard about that going that far.
Okay, abort joke. I'm not funny. I'll leave the funny commentary to you guys.
I'm not necessarily sure if that's a good idea, but, you know, if we have a free ticket, might as well.
You two are gonna be the end of me one day.
I mean, I think I know a phrase where that the stream should kind of react to quite fast.
You better not say the N-word.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna type it.
I can't see it. Unless you say it in the fucking Twitch chat, then it will pop up. There's currently only 2 viewers, and that's you and me.
Well, it's probably for the best.
Fuck you. This is high quality content.
It's high quality cunts. That's what you've got. Or cunt, as you know. It's true though. Hitler did nothing wrong. I agree. His only mistake was that he lost. So you know, it's his only mistake. Yeah. But damn it, he tried his hardest, and you know, hats off to him.
No, his first mistake was allying with the Italians.
Yeah. I mean,
second mistake was trusting the Japanese.
What the hell are you two on about? Is this World War talk again?
Yeah.
Okay. No wonder I don't understand.
Then Japan decided to make America angry.
Make sweet love to the Americans.
Yeah, by surprise bombing in a world war which been going on for 2 years, but you know.
I mean, don't you ever surprise bomb your woman?
I mean, I keep asking, you know, our local politicians, why can't we have another one? It's been too long, but somehow that's not a popular move. Don't know why.
Yeah, we haven't had a proper European war in like forever.
Well, yeah, about 80 odd years. It seems pretty bad.
I mean, we've been going to the the sandbox, but it's not quite the same, you know.
Technically, it's 75 years ago, but you never know. Yeah, it's 75. Yeah, I mean, it's too long. It's way too long. We need a new one.
I mean, why don't you send an email to Trump or tweet him?
No, because this time we need to, you know, invade some real pussies like Portugal or Spain.
Are you calling the Spanish people pussies?
They're not really. It's just that they, you know, if they get a headache from it being slightly too hot, they're like, "What? We're done for today."
Right, lads, back it up.
And then ironically, they call us lazy, and I'm like, "Fuck off! You're like our dopey cousin who lives in a fucking hot country. How can you possibly?"
That being
call us
said, if we're gonna
lazy?
tackle if we're gonna tackle the Spanish, might as well tackle the Italians and the Greeks as well. In the meantime, as well.
No, that'd be too easy. I mean, you only kill Greeks if it's for sport, because at the end of the day, they're not really much of a challenge. Well, they're not a challenge anymore. They don't even have a military. They're not really even a country anymore. They're owned by the EU. The EU literally has the Greeks' balls in like a basket, like in a jar that they've just sealed. And Angela Merkel only takes out when they're being naughty.
We send way too much money to them that we're not gonna see any of it back. For it not to be that way.
Jesus Christ, you two.
But yeah, Greece is a funny case.
Very funny. Or as I say, big funny. Because I'm fat.
Italians have the switch team mentality, so, you know.
Yeah, you always go for the team that's winning. That's why people, love football. I guess.
Yeah, well, I don't care. As long as it's a Dutch team, I'm fine with it, but...
I don't care whoever wins. I want Germany to win, so anarchy.
Oh, the Germans won't leave it as anarchy. They're too orderly, aren't they?
I mean, that's what you
Yeah,
think.
a bit too orderly.
I mean...
Although, if they just had been able to at least standardize their production lines, maybe they would have actually won World War II.
I mean, they orderly pissed off every nation in Europe at one point, so they did that very well. And then they orderly fucking exterminated 6 million Jews and however many other people. So they orderly do everything, including piss people off, which is pretty impressive. I mean,
and they orderly continue to tinker with their designs, even if they have decided that they needed a standardized design.
Yeah,
they still keep tinkering with it.
It's also funny when they say that, Britain's, I've heard Germans say that, Britain's not very industrious, but yet they buy, everything that we have made that is really good. So it's they've bought, the patents for it, so it's okay. So the things that you own that that are British designed, you don't classify as, British anymore, right? Fair enough. So we'll just buy, when the next wars are on and we fucking rape you into the ground again, we'll make sure that we just take everything, and then we'll be like, well, no, everything's now good again, I suppose.
Sounds cool.
It's alright, we don't want to live in the mainland Europe.
Why not?
No.
Because then we'd have to live right next to our shitty neighbour France, and we don't want that anyway. That's why we like it to have a bit of a sea in between.
Excursion into France last century, and that didn't really work out well. So.
Well, it worked well. At one point, we owned over a half of France. I mean, I would argue though it was very short.
And then the French weren't happy.
Yeah, then they had a crazy bitch that came and led them all to victory, and then they burnt her at the stake. That's the typical French way of saying thank you.
Wait, what? Is this a really historical thing?
Yep, Joan of Arc. She literally led them against the English. She beat us back all the way to, I think, Calais. And basically then they burnt her at the stake for witchcraft or some such bullshit because of some of the weird shit. I don't know why they burnt her in the end, but I know that they burnt her, which is a bit weird.
That makes literally no fucking sense.
Welcome to being French.
I don't like this, Mommy. Please come help me. I don't want to be French anymore. Isn't Joan of Arc like a holy person? Because I think I do remember that. Like she's like some holy.
I'm not necessarily sure I would be classifying her as that, but...
Isn't she Saint Joan? Or is that another lass?
Should be.
Well, I'm asking you, damn it.
I'm not so sure right now.
The only thing you know is like shit about wars in which you participated. I'm pretty sure you orchestrated...
I didn't participate.
I'm pretty sure you orchestrated at least one war. Which one? It's up for debate.
Which one?
It's up for debate.
What are the candidates?
I don't know. Any war? Between the Romans and the other ones?
It's Not like the Romans didn't have enough enemies.
Yeah, but that's because you pissed people off.
That's back when Italians were actually capable of doing something.
Incapable or capable?
Capable.
I mean, yeah, the Italians are to be fair, though, the only difference between actually, to be fair, we actually won wars on our own, so, I can't really say that. Yeah, never mind. I'm going to retract the nice comment I was about to say about Italy. They suck. Joke.
You said we won a war on our own. Who's we?
Well, for one, during the Falklands War, which is probably the most recent actual war between Britain and an actual nation, we kicked the shit out of the Argentinians.
Is Argentina an actual nation?
I mean, under national law it is. I mean, it's a shithole, but, we still won. I mean, just because they were like, that's closest to Argentina, we want it, it's ours, and then we were like, no. How about fuck off? And then they were like, well, we're going to send troops in, so we went and bombed them. Fun. And then the big war happened. Well, tiny war really, because we took so many prisoners. I think that we had 100,000 Argentinians at one point that were prisoners in that war. Damn. It was a really, really short war. But that's because for one, our army and stuff is still, and our navy is still really good, and Argentina is a shithole. I mean, I would argue that Nigeria would have a chance at winning against them. It's they're not that great. I mean, actually, to be fair, Nigeria is also a bit of a shithole as well. Never mind, just forget everything I'm saying. It's we don't want to see two shitholes fight against each other.
Why? That'd be fun.
That would be called the Middle East.
Man, all your talk about war and shit is all complicated.
It's not. Winning's winning.
It's not that complicated. Two parties fight, one party wins.
I mean, yeah, and the winners are the ones that write the history books.
Yeah. True. Apart from in certain wars where it's kind of no one really technically won, but
But people do say they win.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the War of 1812. It's like the Americans are like, well, we kicked your ass in that war too, and I'm like, yeah, but we also burnt the whole White House to the ground, so they can suck a dick. And I'm all in favour for doing it again. So
what's sucking dick?
Yeah, the Netherlands had also a peculiar war where they were at war with a particular part of England for 300 and somewhat years.
That's hot.
Yeah.
War's hot?
Well, to us English, it pretty much is, because during our infancy period, where we were slowly expanding out to become an empire, if Britain saw something that was incapable of defending itself or looked weak, it was ooh, I'll have that, and then we'd just go and attack. But the Netherlands wars was actually quite cool, because the Netherlands is pretty powerful. They actually weren't that bad. I mean, at one point, I think they actually did really well in a naval battle against us, which is better than the French ever do, because there's so many stories that you can read about the British Navy literally shitting on the French Navy. So the fact that the Netherlands can win a battle against us in naval is pretty disgusting, because the French are 5 million times bigger than them, and they couldn't do it for many naval battles. I mean, the entire Revolutionary War, a large part of us losing it was also to do with the French blockades, stopping us supplying troops. That's pretty much it. As well as the fact that there were a lot of militia units and a lot of militia groups fighting us in guerrilla-style tactics. But it was loads of things. But Americans, of course, they can't give, credit to any other nation but their own. So.
Yeah, well, as far as rebellions against their quote-unquote
overlords.
I mean, to be fair, I would argue that we were actually wankers to them, but still.
I mean, let's be real. If we're gonna talk about revolution, we had a much harder time here in the Netherlands against the Spanish. Because the only thing between us and them were the French, who were their ally. That being said, I think we had backup from England.
I don't even know, bruh. I'm a peaceful person. I don't like war.
That's back before we stole the spice trade from the Portuguese, but you know.
Well, I'm proud of you for that. Well done.
Technically, at that point, the Portuguese were your allies. So
yeah, well, fuck them. I mean, to be fair, they were, because they didn't like the French, I don't believe, because the French were probably putting pressure on them.
Yeah, and the Spanish.
Are you proud
Castile,
of it?
yeah,
Back
Castile
then,
and France.
the Spanish were actually an important power.
Yeah, they were quite powerful at one point. I mean, they're still pretty good. I mean, they're not awful. I would say that in a lot of ways, they're probably most European nations that are landlocked are usually better at like actual like proper military like land engagements, because obviously they mainly are made up of land. But like Britain, we used to specialize mainly in navy, but I would say now we're probably more mixture because it just depends.
Yeah, America really took over your responsibilities on the seas.
Well, yeah, but they also resumed all the blame for everything, which we're happy to give away. back when we were the Empire, the only thing we ever did is get blamed for everything. Oh, you're the reason for slavery, you're the reason for this, and now it's just America's fault. It's great. It's like the best thing ever.
Technically speaking, I mean, the Dutch were more efficient at transporting slaves, so...
I mean, well, that's also something that we're probably, that's probably why we went to war. We were jelly. We're like, if anyone's going to sell black people properly, it's us. That's what's going to happen. And you were like, nope. You were like, bad boy. Oh, history, isn't it? Just all big bag of fun.
Yeah, you don't have to... You should
People are going to join this and think that we're the biggest racists ever, because all we talked about is World War II. And we've talked about slavery and about wars, and they're going to join this going, oh my god, it's a bunch of white wiggers talking about slavery.
White wiggers.
Talking about how they want the South to rise again and all this other bullshit.
Hey, I'm listening to this. I'm enjoying you two banter. You crazy bastards.
No, that's what the Irish are for.
Yeah, true. Although, to be fair, Britain actually, I would say that a lot of Brits do actually like Ireland, because it is a nice country.
Is it a nice place, yeah?
It's just historically, we've not got along very much because of loads of different things, but it's a whole bunch of historical bullshit.
Last time you didn't get along with them, it became a really expensive judicial inquiry, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, you mean a bunch of Irish potato eaters started bombing buses and shit? Yeah. Yeah, it became a real diplomatic problem. So, yeah, definitely. A whole load of policies need to be redrawn, and...
Oh, well.
Jeez. What's up with the wars?
Yeah, there were only a couple of them.
I'm gonna... Well, just...
You're gonna what?
Just...
Wars are crazy.
Yeah.
No, people in war are crazy. Wars themselves aren't.
I suppose it depends on why you're at war.
What was the dumbest reason like, you two will know this. What's the dumbest reason a country went to war?
Well, my country went to war pretty much with everyone during the 1600s. That was mainly for civilizing everyone.
Civilizing.
almost every tribe
has one of the more dumber reasons, because I think it was Britain had a problem.
Well, that's a bit of a. I've never heard of my country having problems.
Yeah.
Back in those days, we used to solve problems by usually a bomb or a gun.
Yeah, but it was.
We were the problem solvers.
More than 300 years ago.
Okay.
You were having a military discussion, shall we say, between two parties, and the party that was losing, the Dutch declared war on, tried to get money, didn't fire a single shot, and after 325 years, we realized, oh fuck, we're still at war. So,
that's quite funny. I don't know if I know about that. It probably is true, though. It wouldn't surprise me. There's some fucking really daft shit that's gone on.
Trying to get some more money out of a losing party. It's like...
True. I mean, technically, the Korean War hasn't even ended still. I mean, they're only under a ceasefire.
World War II is technically still going on.
Well, we
Japan
can only
and
hope.
Russia still hasn't signed
We
their
can only hope.
We can only hope.
You are one crazy bastard.
Because then the Fuhrer can come out of Argentina, where he's been hiding for the last 73 years, and he can resume control of the Vaterland.
One of those conspiracy theorists who think Hitler's still alive somewhere.
He is still alive. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking. That's the new plan now. I'm gonna make an entire just business trying to sell misinformation, making everyone believe Hitler's still alive.
I mean,
and it would sell really well.
You can advertise on stream.
It would, because,
if you share profits with me.
I don't think it would when they just show a massive, like, charred corpse of his body. Then they get disproved in.
Wait, are there actually pictures of his corpse?
No, but there is pictures of where they assumed he died, or where they burnt his body.
That's the key thing, they assumed.
Because outside of the bunker that Hitler was in, they supposedly were ordered to wrap his body in a swastika banner and then set it on fire, but whether or not that's actually accurate, I don't know. But supposedly that's what happened.
A lot of supposedlys there.
Well, no. I'm not peddling in certainty, buddy, I'm peddling in doubt. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I certainly think that Hitler done fucked up.
I thought you said Hitler did nothing wrong.
I mean, well, he lost. That's pretty something wrong.
Jeez. So you think losing is wrong?
Well, I'm pretty confident, yeah. It's a pretty big deal.
Was that war that you started yourself? Yeah, you kind of fucked up at that point.
I mean, when you're the guy who literally goes, we should invade those, and then loses, it's a big fuck up, really.
I see.
I mean, they did all right in Poland. It went swimmingly in France, probably because of the French, but, you know, can't have everything. And then they decided to both try and bomb Britain into submission, which they couldn't.
Wait,
and then
is this
try
in World
and
War
attack
II?
Russia.
This is World War II, isn't it, sir?
And World War I is they joined their allies because reasons, and then get the blame of the entire war on their own shoulders. I mean, that was a fun time.
Yeah. I mean, you know, hats off to the Commonwealth nations, though, who fought side by side with my nation, so... No, because a lot of them volunteered.
Dicked over Germany twice now.
Yeah, true. But, you know... The Austrians are a fun people. Just imagine what it would have been like for like the average Austrian, probably just like the Germans just rolling up in their Panzer tanks, just being like, "Do you want to join us on a massive extermination of the Jews?" Sure.
Sounds fun.
It's like hop in. Lovely.
Yeah,
That was
back
easy.
then it was the extermination plan wasn't going
Well.
yet, but
It was like a load of discussions as well about the final solution, so it wasn't just like them going, oh, let's just kill them all. It was actually apparently quite a thing that lasted months before they decided, but still, it's pretty fucked up.
I mean, if you're gonna try and go industrialize mass murder, I mean,
Why don't they just
you've
do what
got your
every other
example.
nation does and just fuck the culture out of them? Plan. Just tell all the Germans to just start sleeping with Jewish people, and then you'll eventually just create loads of like German Jewish people. It'd be great, but they'll be more German probably because they live in Germany.
You get them Jewish Wiggers.
Well, of course. Jews are pretty cool.
And then eventually everybody's gonna complain at the Germans for cultural appropriation.
I mean,
yeah, but
I mean,
I
that's
think it's
the
cool
goal,
that,
right?
to be fair, I've noticed that it's cool that Jews actually have their Jewish people have their own culture, not just like a religion. I didn't even know that until quite a while ago, but it's pretty cool. I'm such a certain things I'm really good with because I know like quite a lot about a lot of different things, but I didn't know that. It's interesting, isn't it?
So you're saying that you're a smart little boy?
Well, of course, I'm British. It goes with the turf, but I'm joking, not really. There's loads of fucking retards in my country. I mean, I'm one of them technically, but you know.
Are you now?
I just say a whole bunch of gibberish.
Probably the best way.
Strange how the world works like that. Just say a bunch of gibberish and everything will work out. I mean, that's how you speak Dutch. You speak a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, and then a politician goes, be normal.
Because you're already crazy
Everybody
enough as you
looks
are.
up was like, excuse me?
Excuse you? Mijn jongen?
Mijn Junge.
No, that's German. That's not Dutch.
My boy.
Mijn kind.
Boy.
Are you calling me your son now?
Calling you my child. I think that's the correct translation from Dutch to English. It means
Damn,
child.
you're actually right. You one up me.
Yeah, bitch. I'm learning a language, and one day I'm gonna insult you so hard that your mama's gonna feel it.
Holy shit.
There's one thing Brits should take pride in, it's trying to learn other people's language. And I know it's not necessary for us because everyone speaks our perfectly God-given language, but we should learn their languages simply to insult them when they don't speak English.
What do you mean with God-given language?
It's our only job. Well, God obviously invented English, it's a fact.
Sounds like some bullshit to me.
That's why he gave us a quarter of the world to rule for 500 years, because you guys were shit at it. He said if someone's got to conquer these people, it's going to be the British.
Yeah, but you fucked up so much that you had to give it back.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry that costing, I don't know about you, but maybe saving the world is a good thing to lose it for, son of a bitch. It's like, like most empires that go to the shitter, usually through a rebellion, we actually gave up our empire to save the...
I'll be right back.
Yeah. If it weren't for the British, we would all be speaking German at this point.
I know. I mean, I actually don't mind the sound of German. I would rather speak German than French. No offense to French people. I don't actually dislike French people. I just don't like. I don't like French people. It's not that I hate French people. It's just I dislike them. There's a difference.
Yeah, similar here. I had to take French classes in my school, and we had to have a certain mark for it. And let's just say that was never going to happen with me, and French were never going to go through the same door. Oh well. took me 2.5 years, and
took you 2.5 years to do what?
Quit. It took me 2.5 years of trying to learn French before I quit it.
Can I ask why you tried to learn French? Not that it's a bad thing to learn a different language, I mean, but...
We were forced to at school.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, here in the Netherlands, you kind of get dicked over at school because you have to learn your native language, English, which isn't that much of a problem, German, which, fair enough, you gotta keep them happy somehow, and French.
Obviously. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand, like, the Germans probably, but, I mean, fuck the French.
Yeah, we don't even share a border with them.
Exactly. So I don't really get why you really have to speak their language. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, we do get taught... We have a choice between Spanish and French, but I still think that, like, they're both retardedly stupid languages, and you might as well just learn a language that's actually easier for English people to learn, because French is good if you're good at doing the accent, but if you're shit at doing the accent for French, you're gonna struggle. But I find more Germanic languages to be easier for an English accent to do.
Yeah.
Not to mention, there's loads of Dutch words that are the same in English.
Yeah, we kind of nicked a lot.
Yeah, I think you did steal a lot of our words. Not all of them, obviously, but you've got a lot of German words as well.
And French.
And quite a few French.
Somehow, the French keep reminding us.
Yep.
Oh, well. Yeah. In a nutshell.
How do you pronounce the first part of your name that you are? Should I just call you old man? Would you prefer old man? I don't really know.
The first part of the Discord name?
Mate.
Mike.
Mike.
And then RT is I've basically picked those two letters because
I thought it was a bit different than what it actually looks like. It's only because, you know, I thought it might be like a Dutch variation of something. I don't know.
Yeah, if we're gonna be my name written normally, and then I would just the normal name, not a nickname for Discord or whatever.
Hello, guys.
Would be Michael, written the Dutch method. So that would be putting an E and an L behind the K.
I'm back.
That's it. 6. I'm not necessarily fond of the American way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the beautiful things is, though, is English people probably, well, I'd say internationals use a lot more American terms than British people do, but still.
Yep.
We still know what they mean, but it's just we don't use them.
Speaking of British.
British, huh?
British.
I mean, I would argue that, I hope you know that, like, hardly anyone speaks like that apart from chavs and southerners, so, yeah.
But we're talking about British and bruv. That's why they read the bruv.
I mean, southerners sound like fucking... Southerners are like your stereotypical English accent to a degree, but I mean, they're also a lot more chavvy, I would say.
A bunch of chavs.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I'm
you
from
can't have
South Yorkshire initially, so well, that's like best part of the country pretty much. I mean, come on. It's not actually. Most of South Yorkshire is a shithole, but it's our shithole, so fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a proper shithole.
I mean, yeah, it's I would argue if there was a competition for having the most corrupt police force in the whole of the United Kingdom, we would win. But
Is that a contest you want to win?
Well, with Yorkshire, I'm pretty confident we'd be happy to win anything.
You would at least win something.
Well, the pits are closed, so a lot of people were bitter about that. If we won at least the most corrupt police force in the whole of the country, I'm pretty sure that would at least lift our spirits to about 4 degrees, and then we'd probably cry. Be good.
Very good.
Then the rain is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, mijn jongen.
I mean, I would advise the Queen to avoid Yorkshire, at least South Yorkshire and a lot of the towns, because they are pretty much a shithole. But there's some really nice areas too, I suppose. I mean, there's lots of countryside in Yorkshire, so it has that going for it. It's got loads of really, like lots of beautiful countryside and a lot of, nature walks and stuff you can go on that are nice. But a large amount of the towns are absolute shitholes. Although I would also argue that London's a massive shithole too, so. And that's the capital, so, yeah.
The capital of the world?
I mean, a good place to go that's on our doorstep would be, the Irish Republic. They're really nice. The Republic of Ireland, sorry. They're really nice. Dublin's really good. I've heard. I've never been myself, but I've heard from everyone that has been that it may be one of the nicest places to go drinking. I've actually been to nowhere in Europe. I've only been to the States, and I'm never going back. Well, unless I go with a gun.
I mean, you're gonna come over here to the Netherlands soon.
Unless it gets bombed and then the Chinese invade it and we have to go and help. Then I'll go back. But I don't really want to. No.
Those commie bastards.
Well. Trust the commie as far as you can throw him.
What does commie even mean?
Communist, basically.
No.
It's just a shortened American abbreviation of the word.
So it's pure American made?
It's probably more common with Americans to use the word commie.
Yeah.
I've never heard it being widely used to describe communists in Britain. But that would be because most Brits don't give a fuck about communism at all. We didn't get involved in the war in Vietnam or any of that other gayness. We were like, we've killed enough people from Asia. We don't need to go back. In fact, at this point, the British Empire, we should just have loads of no-go zones for British troops, where we're not allowed to send soldiers just because it's probably not very nice to send them there anymore. So, how many viewers are we in now? 2 or 1, 0? 0 is a good number. I like a good round number like 0. It's pretty good.
We're 2. It's probably me and Michael.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hope so.
Oh
well.
Oh, we have 3 people now.
Oh? We have a wild one joining in. Welcome.
I haven't got the faintest who, but...
Welcome to the chat. If you want to talk with us, go ahead. Oh, by the way, Michael, can you say something in the Twitch chat real quick? Then I can mod you. keep it nice. Yes, your sister.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You're a mod now. Enjoy.
Oh, nice.
I have so many
Not
mods on this channel.
necessarily sure if that's useful, but you know.
I mean, you can moderate the chat for me if anything goes out of hand.
It's like, okay, where's the ban hammer?
Don't ban me, motherfucker.
Could I even ban this tier streamer from his own chat?
You better not try. Because the stream will implode.
It would be hilarious, though. If you can ban a streamer
Did we just jump up to 4 viewers? Welcome.
Yay. 4 people to literally leave brain cells.
Welcome, guys. To me playing this game while these two were talking about wars.
And ranting about Forgotten Glory. It's great. It's great.
If you somehow
times.
If you somehow like this content, be sure to follow.
You probably need a therapist. Oh, yeah, and do that too. And do that too.
Be nice to my viewers, damn it.
Sorry, I just didn't see where you were going with that. I thought you were going to say you probably need therapy and help if you like this content, but you know, I suppose like and follow and whatnot is also a good response.
I mean, they can't like, they can only follow. Ah, fuck. I got killed in one hit.
Why have I discovered Nazi hentai? What the hell?
What the fuck are you watching?
You don't want to know. Honestly.
But share the link anyway.
Quite scary what you can wander into if you
What kind of dark sections are you on?
Just some weird hentai Nazi porn.
We've lost one.
Oh, did someone leave? They did
probably went to the therapist.
Well, it's probably
they'll be back in a few hours.
Boy.
They have to sit down and you don't believe this shit I have seen. Let me kick this guy's ass first.
Be gentle.
Yeah, I know. You said that last night. Don't worry. I don't forget such things. Am I right, lads? I'm right, lads.
Not necessarily, but sure.
I don't know, I'm too busy jacking off to Nazi hentai.
Are you actually jacking off?
No, you fucking fruitcake. Everyone knows that I can't ejaculate until I've seen, you know, Heimlich or Goebbels. Yeah.
What?
It's just, everyone knows that.
What the hell is that?
You know these things called books? Maybe you might want to read one, Sonny. You need to go back to school. You don't know what Goebbels is? I can't even remember. I can't even believe you do not know who that. And yet a country that occupied your country, and you don't know the name of like one of the major guys.
Well, he knows who Hitler is. So,
who?
You know, it's something, I guess.
Yeah, the first 1940s porn star. You look at that fucking
I mean, if I were to
stuff.
say Himmler, he'd probably already start on.
I mean, look at that fucking 1940s porn.
I also know Rommel. And Fiegeline.
He knows one of the competent generals, okay.
Are you proud of me?
Somewhat.
Yay, Michael's proud of me. Did you hear that, Steven? He's proud of me.
Well, that makes one of us.
You motherfucker.
Guderian, rings that any bells?
You commie motherfucker.
No, Gadarian wasn't a commie.
So what was he then? French?
No, German.
Who? What's that?
We are talking about Heinz Gadarian.
Is this some World War II reference? I wasn't there, Michael, unlike you.
Yeah, I know.
But how was it to sit down with Hitler and have a beer with him?
And say, so, Hitler.
Before he was the Fuhrer
Sup,
or
bro?
after?
Well, before he was the Fuhrer, he was just like a really disturbing child who used to fucking make shit portraits and get shat on by his dad. So I don't think we want anyone then. He was a loser.
Entirely honest, the Austrians fucked up with him not being given a scholarship for painting. I'm just saying.
That's because, doing a circle and putting dots on it doesn't make it a portrait. It just makes it a fucking, basically, a glorified onion with eyes.
I know, but he should have been able to learn.
What they should have done is shot him and told him to well, apparently there was a story about a British soldier in World War One that literally could have stopped World War Two by shooting Hitler. And I thought, well, I suppose it's kind of a British... I suppose it's like a British tradition to fuck the world up, so I suppose, to an extent, God probably intervened and said, no, we need this one alive. I was like, okay, fair enough.
Things are going to get interesting with this one.
Yeah, he just didn't know how. He didn't know how he would fuck the world up by this one decision, but, made it. Oh well, I feel sorry for that guy if he still survived the war, because, I bet that's pretty sucky.
Although realizing you could have stopped the Second World War.
Well, to be fair, could he have? I don't know. You never know. There probably would have been a blow up anyway in Germany at the time. So.
Yeah, that first peace deal was really a bit too heavy.
Peace deal?
Or, yeah, well, technically speaking, you could almost say ceasefire order, but who's counting? Oh, well, it gave the continent about, 20 years of peace?
20 years of peace?
What's sorry? Well, World War One happened from I think it started in
1914 till 1918.
Yeah. And then
you basically bought bought Europe 21 years of peace.
Yeah, followed by a colossal shitstorm of 7 or 8 years later. Well, actually, no, it was more I think it was 6 years, wasn't it? Between World War
39 till 45. Yeah, that's 6 years.
Well done, we can count. High five.
I know.
You weird people.
We just know a bit of history, that's all.
Yeah, the history about fucking guns.
Just war.
And guns.
But let's be real. Can you name me a year that wasn't a war going on?
2020.
Somewhere.
Summer of '69. I don't know if that's actually true, but I just thought it's a song, so it must be relevant to some degree.
Wasn't Vietnam happening?
Well, we can only hope. Yeah, again, that's a bullet we. The Australians.
The Australians did.
Yeah, they went in, but we didn't. We fought We fought Napalm, Vietnamese people. We're good. We'll stay here. But you can have our prison buddies.
Torching Asians wasn't really your thing. Surprisingly, the Spanish weren't involved.
Yeah, I actually don't remember.
They were really fond of torching peoples.
When the hell is the last war the Spanish or Portuguese ever fucking fought? Like, probably was a long time.
The Spanish fought themselves.
Yeah, in the Spanish Civil War during the 1930s. Yeah, but what else did they? I mean, like a war between like in other nations.
Yeah, that's a good question. They haven't been very successful in recent history.
Yeah, how about that? It's amazing that we have 3 viewers. I wonder who the mystery viewer is.
Probably Satan, thinking soon. Soon.
He's thinking soon what?
Yeah, I'm actually interested myself who the third.
Well, we can only hope it's someone from Twitch and they ban us immediately, which is what God intended. No, that's only because they're just probably they're probably gaining evidence, but they've got so much evidence at this point. They just want to see how much they can actually accumulate. So they're just sitting there waiting, jotting everything we say down. At this point, they've got 4 books and a small pamphlet of evidence.
Oh, we can amp that up. We'll get a 5th book by the end of the stream.
By the way, where the the Netherlands like the yeah, so the Dutch flag.
Yeah.
My quick question to you is where do the colours come from? Why are the colours that they are? I mean, I just thought I'd ask because I would have assumed it's for a certain specific reason or it has some meaning.
Because we like the French flag and we were like, we cannot steal their homework completely, so we turned it 90 degrees.
Very good, I like it.
Yeah, that's probably close enough.
Very good. At least sure about it, honest about it. So yeah, very good.
I mean, if you're gonna copy homework, you would just be honest.
No, I agree.
So, Steve, what have you been doing today? Have you been playing some games?
Oh shit.
Oh shit, what's up?
Hold on.
What's the matter? Are you dying?
Maybe. Well, we're all technically dying, buddy.
We could only hope so.
Heel goed. Heel goed, mijn jongen.
That's your favorite word now, isn't it? Because you keep saying very good, and now you just learned the Dutch equivalent.
What, 'cause it said kid? Oh, child. Well, it means child, kind, but
No, your favorite word. You always say very good, and now you just learned the Dutch equivalent.
Oh, yeah. Heel goed.
My younger means my boy.
Yeah, no, my younger means my boy, but, kind, you didn't know that, did you? That it means child.
Of course I know that. I'm Dutch myself, you fucking idiot.
Well, fucking, you wanna fight? You wanna fucking go?
Come over here, mate. I'll show you a thing or three.
Fucking come at me, bro. That sounds a bit gay, but whatever. It's not gay if it's in a freeway.
I can show you things you never even dreamed of. You'll be surprised how agile this fat man is.
There you go.
Heel goed, mijn jongen. Mijn jongen.
Mijn jongen. Wat doe je, Yari?
I'm going through a dungeon.
Heel goed.
Specify the type of dungeon.
Ja.
Just in case.
It's a mystery dungeon.
It's
Oh
a
boy.
mysterioso dungeon. Yeah.
How about you, old man? How are you doing?
He's suckling on some dick.
I mean, that's what he does
I
on the
mean,
weekends.
the back is killing me, but you know.
Yeah, that's because you're old. Take your old man medicines. You really have all the old man problems, don't you?
I'm bald. I've got a weak back. I'm lazy. Yeah, pretty much. I'm forgetful. Yeah, pretty
The only
much.
thing you're missing is your fucking pension.
Haven't heard any.
So when are you going to put you in an old people's home?
Well, I don't know if we'll be able to, because, you know, when the next war kicks off, he'll be drafted, so.
Oh no, they won't draft me.
Or we will, because I'm going to lie about your age and say you're 16. They'll believe.
No, they won't draft me for different reasons.
Oh, God.
Because he's mentally insane.
Right, by the end of the last one, many other people didn't have legs, so not having legs ain't an excuse. So.
No, they Dutch army generally doesn't try and get autists in the army.
Well,
That tends to not work out well.
What happens if you volunteer to be a sandbag if they won't give you a gun? I suppose you can.
That's my job.
Always be,
Don't take it.
That's
from
what
me.
That's what I'm gonna offer to do for the British Army. If I get you, like I know that I'm a bit of a fucking
Army.
Dougie, but you know, I suppose if I can't hold a gun, then at least just use me as sandbags, you know.
The British Army.
Yeah, the British Army.
British.
The British. Well, technically, you know, I probably will move to the Netherlands at some point. So the Dutch Army can use me as sandbags.
The moment you move here is the moment the world ends.
The upsetting thing is, though, is that if me and him are stood there being drafted, and I'm like, well, I volunteered to be sandbags, and he does it too, they'll probably take me because I'm British by birth, so they won't give a shit. Like, he's technically not even from here, so fuck him. He's volunteering to be sandbags, I suppose.
Well, I would be chosen first because I'm
Well,
fat.
he volunteered to.
They won't appear to do that. They're like, of course, yeah, you can join, I suppose.
If you're volunteering, then yeah, that's fair game.
Mm-hmm. Right. Try and look for pictures of Ivanka Trump naked.
What?
These are just, you know, everyone does it. It's completely normal. It's not even to wank over, just so that I know that they exist.
Do they though?
Oh,
Well, did you find the treasure trove?
No, they're all fucking Photoshop, but still. Good enough.
Are they good Photoshops?
There's actually pictures of her mom there with her tits out. And they're real.
Damn.
Bet you didn't know that, did you, buddy?
No, because I'm not someone who
Melania.
goes look up other people's naked.
Yeah, Melania Trump's got loads of nudes from like the 70s and 80s. Where she was, you know, trying to get all that money. She was trying to take...
What was she doing for job then?
She should just like divorce Trump and take him to the cleaners. Got more than enough reasons, man. I mean, he's a fucking...
I mean, maybe she loves him.
That's a communist lie, that is. we don't talk about that. And I find it hard to imagine a woman as attractive as she is to actually truly love him.
I mean, maybe she likes his personality.
What
Well,
personality?
there are 7 billion people on the planet. There's got to be somebody crazy enough to do it. So,
I mean, there might be someone who likes either one of you.
Yeah, but chances are high it ain't mutual.
What, Michael? Are you implying that you have someone that you like?
No.
You better not, crazy old fool.
I think having all the time in the world is a pretty good thing at the moment.
All that romance is bad for your heart.
Yeah, the cardio activity is not really good thing.
And that's why they should make sex mandatory.
What?
It should be a
What
fucking
the
human
hell?
right. They should make it a human right. I agree.
You're talking
Yeah, but then
no
you get rid
sense
of all
right
the
now.
fat people.
Exactly. Happy
What?
days.
You want to get rid of me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want you to have access to forced sex, even better.
Technically, in the Netherlands, that you do have access to sex. It's called brothels.
True.
So, I mean, you could just go into a
Illegal.
brothel if you. I mean, in the UK, we don't have brothels that are legal, which is.
Yeah, but the illegal ones are more fun.
Well, I suppose so. You can at least then you know that you've been because you've got AIDS now.
That's like your souvenir.
Yeah.
What did I bring back from? Well.
What did you bring back? AIDS. That's what you brought back. You crazy old fool. So how long have you been in the realm of the living?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Way too long. Way too long.
You're just cursed that you won't die.
Yeah, pretty much. Haven't gotten the faintest hope for humanity anymore, but you know, what's
So
new?
how's your bottle of Viagra doing?
Not needed.
You at your age? Damn. Those escort ladies must be lucky ladies.
If you keep into shape, you don't need him.
Like you're in shape.
Well, in that particular department.
Yeah, because you train every day, don't you?
You know it.
Yeah, I do know it. I have photographic evidence.
I know.
And I'm never letting that go. Just every once in a while I see it and I think, oh yeah, that was a thing that Michael did.
Not my proudest moment.
If I ever get 1 million followers, I'll release your nudes.
Yeah, and then get banned instantly.
Worth it.
Well, it's a noble sacrifice, I suppose.
Oh well. I wouldn't be able to recognize it anyway.
Why? Have you gone to a certain surgery?
Oh, hell no. No. We're not gonna do that one.
Or is the
It's because
penis...
he's had it permanently. He's had it permanently like spray painted black, so it makes it more attractable to women. That's what he's doing.
Is the penis pump finally working? Those things are real, by the way. I thought they were a joke, but no, a penis pump is a real thing, and it disturbs me. Yes,
if the information isn't coming from the Japanese, it's probably in existence. The Japanese can come up with fucked up shit sometimes.
I mean, just look at you.
I'm not Japanese, though.
No, but you're a weeb.
Fair enough.
You read those damn fucking mangoes.
No!
And short novels.
I'm going for the full book experience. I don't need pictures. I need letters.
That's gonna be one of the goals of my streams, to get you hopefully one day a random lost girl just comes into this chat and I'll just hook you up.
Oh hell no.
You know I'd be good at it, hooking you up. You'll be proud of me.
You shouldn't be wishing for a fucking miracle. That's not gonna work.
Well, currently I'm trying to work a miracle. I'm trying to, not kill myself. That's a miracle.
You're a miracle.
I am a miracle. I'm a big miracle. I'm very big.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily put it that way, but
I'm thick with 3 C's.
You
know it, girlfriend.
Yeah, no.
What, I'm not your girlfriend?
No.
You know I'd be the best you ever had, right?
Mate, you have a sausage between your legs.
I can always tuck it inside.
Just don't do it.
Why?
Already far too...
I'm a very cool person, right? You know this. Right, Steve?
Yes, Fiera.
What?
Whoa. What have I missed in the meantime?
Ja, mein Fiera.
Ja, mein Kind.
Ja, mein Kind.
Although, once in a while, when everything lines up, people say I look like... what's the guy's face? Oh yeah, Vladimir Lenin.
Who?
I'm not necessarily sure if I am in agreement there. That being said, if you're ever in the Netherlands and you're constantly hungry, well, you might know who to blame. So, that's something.
I mean, I can't wait for the moment that you two meet. Ta-ta. What happened?
He's gone.
Wait, what do you mean he's gone?
Yeah, he left.
Okay. So it's just you and me, huh?
Yeah, not sure for how long though.
Oh.
Because I want to wake up early tomorrow.
Oh. You want to have the early morning wank?
Hey, you know it. I try and not get yourself killed. How do you like damn apples?
I know that the top floor is very close by.
Yeah, that's why. Try and not get yourself killed. I mean, I know it's difficult, but...
Shut up. Plus, we're almost at the 2-hour mark anyway, so I'll be happy.
We've been over the 2-hour mark, asshole.
I can see here it's 1:58.
It says to me at 2:00.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how far I make it. I think the top is on like the 13th floor.
Okay, if he's doing a part, he's gone. Oh, there he is again.
Hey, you! You were talking like Indian there for a second.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
That's racist.
That being said, the Englishman isn't here anymore, so, you know.
What?
Probably a bit salty about the Indians.
I don't get it.
One particular fucker starving himself, almost.
You're talking about, what's his face? I know his name. Winston
You're
Churchill.
hungry, asshole. No. He wasn't Indian. I am talking about Gandhi.
Who?
Gandhi.
Isn't that a guy in a certain war game where if you like make him like Hitler, like a fascist, he's like unbeatable?
No. He's the guy who should be peaceful as all hell, but because of a programming bug in Civilization 1, in any subsequent Civilization games, he's basically Mr. Nuclear.
Damn, really?
Yeah, they made a particular cock up with how an integer works, and it turned him into the first game into a pretty aggressive guy.
Good old
when
Gandhi?
He researched diplomacy. So you know.
Good old Gandhi?
Yeah, and any subsequent games, he's basically Mr. Nuclear.
No, they just reference it.
He basically goes full on nuclear if he gets the technology.
So you want to prevent him from getting that then?
Either that, or you're playing Civ 6 and you're building a nuclear arsenal yourself. In which case, he's going to be happy because you're building nukes. Not necessarily sure how that works, but you know.
So wait, if you build nukes, you can be his friend?
Yeah, if you build nukes, he's going to congratulate you for building nukes.
Nani?
Not necessarily sure why that adds up, but you know.
Hey, we're at the top. Let's finish this cutscene, and after we've saved, we'll end the stream.
Pretty good idea.
So what do you think of this team combination? Machado Pikachu.
Not necessarily covering the most amount of shit, but you know.
Oh yeah, I'm totally fucked when it comes to fighting the legendary birds. Because one Packer Gust will kill me. I'm surprised I got through this dungeon. I really thought I was fucked at one point.
Yeah, well, sometimes luck beats skill.
Excuse me? Haven't you heard? I got the skills to pay the bills. I mean, at the moment I'm not making money from Twitch, but you know, one day, maybe. Hopefully.
Maybe.
I mean, I average around 2 to 3 viewers a video now, a stream. And I get like maybe 1 or 2 unique new viewers like every time. It's just the problem is that they don't follow me. That's sad. And I need 50 followers in order to become an affiliate.
Well, good luck. Have fun.
I'll just, ask every one of my co-hosts to make just 10 accounts and follow me on each.
No.
Nah, that's cheating. I don't want
to. I haven't followed you yet.
You motherfucker! Don't you enjoy my
quality? I'm not seeing content worthy enough.
Do you not see my quality content?
Yeah. No. I'm seeing content. I'm not seeing quality.
Have you seen my highlights? They're pretty funny.
We'll see.
In a few hours, I'll get an email. Micert has followed you. I'm like, hey.
No.
And then I get an email like 2 seconds later. He hasn't followed you. Ah, fuck my life. I only see like in my activity feed when someone follows me. When they unfollow, I don't see it. But I can see it again. Like if you follow me, unfollow and like follow again an hour later, I'll see your name pop up twice.
Yeah, then you also know I've been screwing around.
It's weird having a stream where not Didi isn't here. And not here, I mean, not in the call, but in the chat, because she usually always is in the chat. Why did we just...
You know what would be a fun stream?
Wait, why did we just jump up to 4 viewers? What's this? Now I'm scared. Oh crap, it's Mr. Kitchen.
I haven't gotten the faintest clue.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl live from you.
Oh, he shows up at the end. Yeah.
He shows up like 5 minutes before we were going to end it.
You're late.
Bloody legendary, man.
Well, at least he's not trying to do the whole wizard quote.
The what quote?
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
No. Because I'm not a nerd.
We're gonna watch that one day. I swear to God.
While we're getting shit-faced. Like, take a shot for every meme.
Cultural savage that you are.
Why am I the savage?
Because I said so.
You're a meanie, you know that?
Oh, in a D&D campaign, I'm being the sadist of the party, so yeah, pretty much. I've already advocated for 3 individuals to lose their balls and then have to eat their own balls. But, they were stupid enough to get captured and didn't have balls to continue the fight. So, might as well cut them off if you don't have any.
Sometimes I worry about you. I really, really do.
Oh, you shouldn't be. If you go down that particular rabbit hole, you're never gonna end well.
Wow, Mr. Kitchen just left.
Yeah, well, you can't have everything.
Well, I thank everyone that has been here for your time. It was awful fun. Thanks for keeping me up to date with all the fucking wars that happened over the years. Holy shit.
Next time! Same thing.
I hope you enjoyed your time as co-host.
Message me.
Send me the check later.
Yeah. Just bring a bottle of liquor next time you come,
I mean, I won't buy. I can't even afford water, mate. I'm not even making money.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Oof. You mean man. Anyway, I thank everyone for watching. For watching Pokeman Mystery Caverns episode 2. And episode 3 maybe tomorrow or day after. We'll see. Bye.